Video games were a pivotal part of my childhood. I remember on those summer holidays of school, I did go outside, I did play football with my friends, but the main thing that I enjoyed was going on PlayStation, playing the likes of Overwatch, going on Minecraft on our pixel art world, and just having a complete and utter laugh with my friends on PlayStation Party. I wish in those moments I realized how carefree I was, how simple life was, the lack of responsibility, the lack of care, how easy life was. If you think about being a kid, and this was during lockdown as well, so I had to spend like 3, 4 hours on Google Classroom. We'd get set some work. You'd think, it's not that important, I'll get it done. And then hop online with the boys. And even as lockdown finished, I still was an avid gamer. It was still something that I spent hours of my time doing. And I don't regret it. You could argue that I could have got better grades had I not been on Xbox or PlayStation that much. I could have improved myself a lot earlier and tried to develop myself as a young man. But I was just a kid. I was a young teenager and I was still finding out who I was. And to put that much pressure on a young guy, I don't think is right. Now, that being said, when I got to 16, 17, that's when I say it's when you should start figuring things out, but ultimately that's not right. Like, how can people at that age figure out what they want to do with their lives? You talk to a guidance counselor, some careers advisor about, what you're planning to do. A lot of people will just do what their parents do. A lot of people will pick something just because, why not? A lot of people will do stuff that they're genuinely passionate about. I wasn't one of those people. I was a meanderer. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, and I just wanted to stay a kid, really, and play video games. Now, when I was 17 years old, I discovered self improvement. I started watching self improvement videos, and in a lot of these videos, they acted as if video games were satanic, were evil, were going to steal your time away from you and steal your future. I look back at that and it's hard to say whether or not I disagree with that. Because I think there are genuinely some people out there who have a problem with video games. They will spend 8, 10, 12, the entire day, so many hours, just wasting away in front of a screen, wanting to be the video game character that they're playing because they are so discontent with their own lives. And that is upsetting. And at one point, I would have said there are so many better things to do than play video games. Nowadays, if you give me the choice between going on a nice walk, going on a run, going to the gym, meditating, reading, over playing video games, I will pick those positive habits because I enjoy them. A lot of the time when I play video games, I'll just play it for a bit and just stop. I was even like that as a kid, to be honest. When I got bored of the video games, I just stopped playing and do something else. That's a very healthy mindset to have, I think. If it doesn't serve you anymore in that moment, stop doing it. But there was one time where I said, video games, you shouldn't play video games, they're bad for you. Nowadays, I'm a lot more open to it. I'm not one of these people that will spend 5, 6, 7 hours playing video games. And I think a lot of that is down to I literally do not have anyone to play with anymore. A lot of the guys that I played Xbox with or PlayStation with back in the day, they've all got separate lives now. They're all busy studying. They've got jobs, part-time jobs. They're in relationships. Who wants to go on Xbox and hop on with the boys playing COD, Overwatch, Minecraft, whatever, when you've got a real-life girl in front of you? Oh my gosh. And it's just very amusing, or very strange to think that at one point there was a last time when you were playing video games with the boys and you didn't know it. You'll see those videos online where it's like last online 1,200 days ago, and it was at that moment that you realized, damn, we're not kids anymore. We were playing these games without a care in the world, but nowadays it is kind of hard to enjoy video games fully, especially if you've got responsibilities. What I will say is, if you've done all the work you need to do, if you're staying true to your promises, if you've been to the gym, if you've started working on that business, you put all the hard work in, and afterwards you play video games, more power to you, man. I respect that. You're doing something you enjoy, and it feels even better because you know you've done everything you need to do for that day. Sure, there'll be people out there saying, oh, you could use the hours on the video games in the evening to work on the business. If you've already done it in the morning, if you've already got it done at whatever time you want, if you just get it done and you want to play video games for a bit, I'm not going to stop you. But I think the problem lies with all of those guys out there who are playing video games, but they've still got that thought in the head of, oh, I've got an assignment tomorrow, I've got to do this, I've got to speak to this person, I've not been to the gym in a while, I could be going to the gym now. They're not playing the video games guilt-free, they're just switching off that side of their brain and thinking, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. You're pushing on the burden to your future self. And if your future self is anything like you are now, you're not going to get it done. And eventually, you're going to have to do something. Otherwise, your life will stay in one place. And video games can certainly be a facilitator of that. We can get lost in the status of dominating people on COD, getting kill streaks, prestige, the battle pass, whatever it is. When you're leveling up, it feels great because you're getting that artificial status and that feeling of, wow, I am doing something, working towards a goal. But the feeling of that in a video game cannot be compared to getting it in real life, bro. I don't know what to tell you. You can play video games, but make sure it's guilt-free. Make sure you're playing video games not to distract yourself, but to reward yourself. Reward how diligent you're working and how you're keeping the promises to yourself and building a better tomorrow. But if you're playing video games with this little voice in your head saying, oh, we're going to be doing this, we could be doing this, I could be working harder, that's not healthy. Especially if you're spending hours upon hours, your entire day, entire evening, entire night, wasting away in the virtual world, when you could be making a wonderful existence in the real world. That's just something to think about, bro. Make sure you keep it in mind. Again, I'm not trying to diss on anyone who plays video games. Like I said, more power to you. And you're watching right now that I'm playing video games. It's something, it's a hobby. It's better than a lot of terrible things in this world. But make sure you're doing it with presence and gratitude for your past self. And not because you're trying to distract from this uncomfortable life that you don't want to be in. Hope you've enjoyed this one, bro. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. The whole shebang. And I'll see you in the next one. God bless and take very good care of yourself.